So, in today's world, hunger and poverty are one of the biggest issues in society. What do you know about hunger and poverty?
What I know about hunger and poverty is that the government tries their best to help out. And it just seems that it's just there's homelessness everywhere, not just here in the US, it's all over the world. Um, it's really sad because they're more prone to catch illnesses out there, and they just don't have the proper attire, and they don't have money to go buy medication. Even without the insurance, medication can be very expensive, and it's just a cost that they can't afford. And a lot of people think, oh, they're homeless because it's their fault. Like, most of the time, homeless people are veterans. They basically got screwed over by the government, and they just came back from war. They lost everything, and they end up on the streets. And nobody wants to help them because they think it's their fault as to why they were homeless.
And what do you think others can do to help, or what can you do to help?
I feel like the government has to put in more in their part, providing more soup kitchens, more homeless shelters, more programs to help with the homeless, simple things like that. And there's plenty of websites where people can donate money. And then there's the Salvation Army where you could donate clothes to those who need clothes, and other items that you can donate as well.
And what do you think you can do?
What I can do is basically donate to those websites, donate to those charities, do volunteer work, because a lot of the times they need a lot of volunteers to help feed the homeless.
And have you ever struggled with this issue or someone that you know?
By where I work, there's always homeless people trying to wash the windows of my workplace. And it's sad to look at because they're in the freezing cold and they don't really have the proper equipment to be out in the cold. My dad, when he was young, he lived in Mexico. He didn't have a roof over his house. They were just really poor. They would go to the supermarkets to ask for scraps of food, as in food that they didn't want anymore. And they would try their best to take out all the bad stuff from the food. It was just he lived in a really bad situation, and I also see, not just by my job, I see homeless people all over. It's very sad, and I think this issue needs to be resolved. There shouldn't be an increase of homelessness. Instead, there should be a decrease in homelessness, and that the government really needs to put in more of their part.